morning. It's a beautiful New Year's Day here in sunny southern Michigan. About 30 degrees out. Making a short little video here to show you, all you folks that live in the country that have gravel driveways and gravel roads, a way of using your tractor rear blade to plow your road without dumping all your gravel onto your lawn. We did have about 3 or 4 inches of snow the other day. A little light dusting last night, which covered up a little bit of what I plowed. But I wanted to show you that what I did plow and the method that I used did not dig up much, if any, gravel at all. And I'll show you a little bit of the plowings here. As I hope you can see, there's very little, if any, gravel in with the plowed up snow. So I got a little more cleaning up to do, and I'll shoot a brief video showing my little thing in action. Now, I won't take credit for this little invention. I found it on YouTube, but you will see how I had to adapt it to my particular tractor. Another benefit of using this technique, a little modification to your rear blade, is you'd be able to actually plow on grass without tearing up your lawn, which I'll show you a little bit of here right now. Again, as you can see, it rolls over. Again, there's this light dusting that we got last night, but it pretty much goes over the grass pretty well without chewing up the lawn, and makes you a nice path to your barn. So here's a little invention. As you can see, I took a 3-inch diameter PVC, schedule 40 I believe, the heavy wall stuff, cut a slit the length of the tube, slid it over the bottom of my blade. I had to use a 3-inch tube because of the bolts that hold the scraper section on. Poked out too far to use a smaller diameter, but it worked out all right. I've seen people do this or something similar to it on YouTube. The difference between mine and theirs is I had to split mine in the middle right here because of the way this blade mounts. I couldn't run the tube all the way across as one piece, so I had to split it in two. So the first time I tried doing it, obviously the scraping action wanted to pull the tube that way, so this one would stop at the mounting plate here, but that one would start to slide off. So I had a piece of leftover steel strapping, a couple of screws, and I got about a 700-foot driveway with a few turnarounds and about 1/3 of a mile gravel road that I did, and this is the state it's in after all of that. On the leading edge, I decided to carve an angle into that edge so that it wasn't sticking out here and catching rocks and whatever, just jamming them into the tube. So that end has a bevel. This end I did not bother with because the leading edge is forward or outboard of the trailing edge anyway. What I found this does is, originally I started plowing with the blade in the correct orientation for moving dirt and gravel and such, but I found that that just dug up too much gravel. So my neighbor, who grew up on a farm, showed me that if you actually run the blade backwards, then you have this edge digging in, and I basically stirred up a whole lot less gravel running the blade backwards. By doing this, I get the scoop action of the blade pushing the snow out to the side that I wasn't getting so much when I was running the blade in the other direction. This little guy here, what I found too was that if the snow was deep enough, it would pile up and just fall over the top of the blade. Sorry if my camera angle isn't so good here. So the snow would go over the blade and be back on the road. By adding this little angle iron and a rubber flap, it helps to direct the snow off to the side. So I can go through some pretty tall stuff with this not huge blade. It's a 60-inch blade on the back of my Kubota. The other thing I did too was, since I don't have a front plow, I took some leftover decking material when I rebuilt the deck, put another piece of angle iron for a leading edge, kind of a scraper, and I used that as a pusher, which works great around mailboxes and stuff when you want to push it back along the side of your mailbox. So that's actually worked out pretty good too, if you have interest in that. What I did was, there's I think a 4x4 running inside space to grab the inside of your bucket, and then just a couple of ratchet straps to hold it in position. Basically to just stop it from falling off. And you can see another piece of PVC there stopping the raw edge of the bucket from cutting my ratchet strap. So that works out pretty good as well. Anyway, I hope this works out for you, and we'll fire this up and get a little video of it in action, showing you what it does not dig up. Here we go. Hopefully this comes out alright. Backlit is not the best, but I'm kind of in the shade here, so we'll see how it works out. Sorry for the bumpy view. It's pretty good sized chains on my loaded tires here, so it's not exactly a smooth ride. Now in this particular section, it wasn't totally flat, so there is some digging. I've got another unit I can show you in the spring. I'll make a video of that to show you how to level it out better. Again, this is a little bit of leftovers from what I didn't get to before the snow fly. Alright, here's the bucket slash front plow. Again, there's not a whole lot here to plow, move around, but at least you can see how it works. right on the ground. Figure I'm just pushing the extra piles around anyway. Again, that would be for deeper snow. For stuff like this, running backwards like I used to do works just fine too. As you can see, there's very little gravel in with the mix here. It's a whole lot better than the way I was doing it before. And again, being able to run the blade in the proper direction, with the scoop in the proper direction, allows me to push a whole lot more snow off to the side without leakage toward the leading edge like I used to get. So, hope this helps you. It sure helped me. It'll save a lot of raking in the spring. Signing out.